energy is the Ten of Wands. So there's not even a figure in this card. Maybe you've got your responsibilities, your obligations neatly tied in a bow. You know what they are. And it could be that the overarching card, you recognize what your obligations are, what your responsibilities are, or you're being recognized for your ability to efficiently handle responsibility. So for some of you, again, it's about getting some kind of recognition. This is a number 10, so it's the ultimate completion. It may be the final manifestation of something where you have some kind of realization. In some cases, it's the continuation, and in other cases, it's an ending. So this is a week where using your intuition about moving forward is important. For some of you, this has to do with the burden of success. You're being recognized, and that bears some responsibility. But for others of you, there's a sense of oppression, feeling trapped as if you can't develop. Maybe you have unreasonable obligations. You're shouldering a heavy burden. You're taking on too much and you're under pressure. Part of it could be overreach. Maybe you're a victim of your own success, or maybe your success took off and you weren't quite ready for it. So you could be overextending yourself in some way and struggling because of it. So today is a day where you're very much so aware of the load that you're carrying, what you're shouldering. It could be that you are a laborer of some sort. Maybe you do physical labor, or maybe you're hiring laborers. Maybe this connects to property or maintenance of some sort, or maybe you're moving. Maybe you've got things neatly packed up, or you've got responsibilities assigned. You know, everything is taken care of. Everything is a neat package. But in spite of that, today is a day that pushes you. It tests your endurance. It's taxing in some way. And even so, you may be looking at what you can take on, what you can let go of, how much stress, how much tension. What are you actually capable of? Now, maybe, yes, the overarching card means you rise to the occasion, and maybe you handle responsibility easily. But whatever it is, situations are going to give you the opportunity to make some important changes that redirect how you run your affairs, the course of your life, the direction you move toward, if you're not afraid to try something better or something more efficient, and to put things in proper perspective. There's a focus today on the intensity you attach to matters. This is knowing what battles to fight, what is trivial, insignificant. It's knowing what the small stuff is and what's worth carrying or taking on. And so you have the opportunity to change your outlook and transform matters that affect your powers of endurance, something that can give you the advantage rather than becoming a hang-up where you attach all this importance or significance to something that really doesn't carry value, merit, or weight. Now, if you're open to this concept of making change, releasing obligations, or taking on what you can easily handle, you have a chance to improve the way you operate, the way you think, the way you work, the way you feel. And you may realize you have some very good reasons for letting go of some things. And when you release what's taking up space, you can open up that space for something that's more fulfilling for you, for something that doesn't feel heavy or burdensome. But if that's difficult for you, you may start coming up, instead of a strategy, maybe you're coming up with excuses. You're stuck in a rut. You're not making changes. And as a result of taking on too much, you're falling short. You're breaking promises. Now remember, the overarching card was about exchanges with others. Hey, I know how to do this. Let me help you. And, oh, you know how to do that? Well, help me. But if you're not willing to open to advice or suggestions, you may just fall back on old habits. And if you're cynical about life or apprehensive or hesitant or you're doubting yourself, maybe you're not seeing something clearly. Maybe you're blowing something out of proportion. You're not interpreting the reality as it is. You're misconstruing facts, or you're adding more drama to a situation. You're creating more problems, and mostly in your mind. Now, for some, the relief has arrived. Everything is tied up neatly. You've gotten relief from some tough circumstances. The burden is now being lifted from you. Others of you, maybe you're getting a small gain. Maybe it wasn't what you anticipated, but it is a gain nevertheless. Or maybe you're realizing that you're putting in all of this effort and you're not getting very much result from it. Maybe it's resistance. Maybe it's pushback from others. Could be some kind of obstacle that you have to figure out how to overcome. In some cases, this is a deliberate obstacle thrown in your path, a breach of faith, some kind of treachery, a calculated violation of your trust, somebody plotting something. Or, it could be deception because of some envy or cheating. So something negative could take place that causes you to, feel very heavy about what you're doing. There's some worry here. Maybe you're even worried that you're not adequately using your talents or gifts or skills as you should or could. So again, today is a crossroads day where you consider what your ability is to take on and let go of anything that's causing stress or tension or worry in your life.